Hey, Ryan here. I'm at the markets of Hanover here in 1649 Broadway in Hanover, Pennsylvania. And what I have here for sale is a Hoover Air Steerable. This was a trade-in that a customer brought in. I think they might have traded in for either one of the Perfects or a central vacuum. I just put one of my stickers on there. Kind of a little bit of advertising. Advertising the shop has my name on it. As you can see, now there we go. See, it has the phone number for the shop. There we go. So normally this is one of the vacuums you might see like at one of your big box stores, but again, this is a refurbished model that I cleaned up and made sure everything works. Here it normally sells for $189.97. Here at the Hanover Market, or the Markets Hanover, it's only $87.97. So that's a pretty good deal for a vacuum like this. This is a definite improvement over the original Hoover Air vacuum, or they're called wind tunnel air. Mainly in that the hose design is a lot different. On the original air vacuum, you had to unhook the hose. You had to unhook the hose here to use the wand. But on the original air vacuum, it was really short. So they had a separate extension hose that you had to hook up to it to pretty much use it for just about anything. Here, they made the main hose for this, the main cleaning hose, is very long. And instead of taking that hose out and hooking up to this hose, it has its own little hose port that you take this off, and then you open this up and you connect the hose to there. Let me see if I can do it with one hand. Probably not. Well, here we go. So there's the end of the hose that fits into the port. If I can open it up with one hand. And you can see there, the hose is connected to that port. I can then release the wand. Again, I'm doing it with one hand. And now I have the wand to use, and I can fit the attachments on. Here's the attachments that will come along with the Hoover. They are aftermarket attachments because this didn't have any attachments when it was brought in as a trade-in. So we gave it some attachments for use, and the attachments I think are a lot better than the original attachments that came standard with the Hoover. And you can see this kind of stretches out pretty far. So that's a pretty long hose, almost like some of the Dysons, like my DC07 I have. See here, it's a nice long hose. And then when you're done, you connect the wand back into the body of the vacuum. And I take this hose. Again, I'm doing it with one hand, so I'm doing this with one hand, so I just clip the hose back on. This is a lot easier to do when you have two free hands and not just one. So the hose stores on just like that. It's ready for use for floors again. It is bagless, but it's multi-cyclonic, so I'll show you here. This has some use. I did some demos with it, so it's a little bit dusty. But with this, it is multi-cyclonic. See, kind of like a Dyson, but this is a lot more affordable. It won't lose suction. There's a filter inside there. Again, kind of hard to take the lid off with just one hand, but it is a washable filter. Wash it out, let it dry for about a day, put it back on, ready to go again. It does have a HEPA filter inside it. That I think you just tap out in the trash can. Nice long cord. wind tunnel technology. They call it wind tunnel 3 because it's 3 channels of suction instead of just 2. And you see here, it's a nice, good brush roll, very good brush roll, great for getting into, for multiple carpet surfaces. It'll get your carpets very clean. Nice non-marring wheels. They're rubberized, so they're not going to scratch your bare floors. You got your on and off switch for your brush roll, and let me focus that better. There we go. Brush roll on and off, and so is the switch here for the main power on. Now this one, apparently the brush roll doesn't automatically shut off when you put it upright. So usually when you put it in the upright position, just turn the brush roll off. Just taking the button, usually right now it's on. Let's take that, press it again, the button is turned off. I'll show you in action a little bit, but it might get some dirt picked up. It is a little bit loud, but that's because it's a smaller motor. Generally with machines like these, usually the smaller the motor, the louder it is. So there's nothing really wrong with it, per se. Nice thing I'd like to show you is also that swivel steering action. Kind of like you see on the Dyson ball uprights. So you can get around corners and everything. The brush roll, one thing I like about the brush roll is that it really digs deep into the carpet. When you use it, you might feel it, propelling itself forward. And I think I may be able to demonstrate that. Well, it's not spinning. It's not propelling as fast on this carpet. But I know in the other carpet way out there in one of the main entrances, there's a area with a lot of carpet, and it just propels itself forward. So basically it digs really deep into the carpet. So whether you have pet hair or just whatever kind of dirt you're tackling with this vacuum, the brush roll will do a really good job at agitating. I'll show you in action quick. It is a little bit loud, so if you want to turn down your volume, or especially if wearing earphones, that way it's not so loud for you. So that's showing in action, and before I forget, I almost forgot, when I was showing it on, there's a little button here that you can take this and just use the hose, just use the hose only instead of the wand, and the handle acts as a great little grip. And the attachments will fit on there as well. Let me take the bin off. I want to see if I picked up anything. Yeah, I did a little bit. I picked up some of the demo dirt that I used for the air rider. And so that shows it does a pretty good job with cleaning. And I'm sorry for shaking the camera around a bit. I'm just holding it with one hand. I don't have a tripod. So pardon me for that. But yeah, if you're in the Hanover area, York Adams area, we're selling it for $87.97. I'm here Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at the Markets of Hanover. That is 1649 Broadway in Hanover, PA, 17331. I'm at the Mervac booth, which the main store for Mervac is located on 439 Eisenhower Drive in Hanover, right between Giant Foods, the Giant grocery store, and the wine and liquor place. So I figured to do a quick little video there. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. If you're interested, feel free to drop a comment in this section, and maybe we can get shipping out. If you're really interested, I can check with my friend Mark, who owns Amerivac, who I work for, and maybe we can get something worked out there in terms of shipping. And we might be able to do it because this, I can take the handle, wand, and hose. I can take that part off. That way it's a lot smaller to ship. But anyway, this is Ryan signing off.